Hi everybody, in this video we're going to talk about the Kask Valegro helmet. Okay, so the Kask Valegro has been around for a while. It actually was created back in 2017. I got my hands on one just to test out and see what it was like. And I know Kask did all this wind tunnel testing and all this other stuff to try to get the best ventilated helmet as possible. But does it really work? I mean, is it a good helmet? You know, and I'm just here to kind of a regular guy just to talk about the helmet and see if it's worth it for you to go for this helmet. I used to have the Kask Protone, I guess is how you pronounce it, and it was a great helmet. I love that helmet. I love the way it looked too. It almost looked like a sports car in a way, but I really liked that helmet. So when I saw that they came out with this, and I was thinking about, hey, it gets super hot in the summertime, I can get this helmet, have better ventilation, and still have the great fit of the Protone. So I will talk a little bit about the comparison between this helmet and that helmet. This is a size medium, which goes from a 52 to a 58 centimeter size head. Well, first off, the ventilation. They definitely got the ventilation right. This is one of the best ventilated helmets I've tried. It's up there with the Giro Ether that I've tested as well before. Really great helmet with ventilation. But the way they kind of achieve some of this great airflow, in my opinion, kind of goes towards some of the cons of this helmet, which we'll discuss here shortly. Another thing this helmet has that is so amazing with all the Kask helmets is this strap. It is the best strap in cycling for cycling helmets. If you've ever shaved or have a little scrubble under your chin here, and you know it rubs and gives you real bad chafing from most other helmets because it's a fabric. Well, this one is actually, you can see here, it's a leather, and when you put that on, it just feels so amazing and super comfortable. Best comfort strap I've ever seen. I wish that you could actually buy something like this to put on other helmets. So if like this helmet didn't fit you, you could put one of these on your own helmet. That would be amazing. Just a regular buckle on the strap here. So the buckle is pretty simple, and yeah, so that is definitely one of the best things about this helmet. Okay, the weight of the helmet is very good. It comes in at 252 grams, and this is the CPSC, which is for the United States. Usually a little bit heavier than some of the other helmets. This rating they require, they have to have a little bit more material built onto it. So usually the US made helmets are a little heavier than the European made helmets. But yeah, so 252 grams, that's light, but it's not, super weight weenie or anything like that. Another pro with this helmet is the cradle. You have a lot of adjustment here. You can kind of see back there in the back, you can adjust it really far up, really far down. And even if let's say you're a woman and you need a ponytail holder, it has a great section here to pull your ponytail through as well. So so you can do that. But yeah, it has a huge amount of adjustment here. You can see going all the way down, all the way up. And even these pads right here will adjust as well. You can move these in and out, you can see. You have to be careful though, because you can mess these up. I've seen some where actually this padding has come off right here. And actually I lost one. You can see on this side it has a padding here, and there's no padding on this side. So that is very common with these helmets. But yeah, it's really nice helmet. The adjustments are really good to get it just right. And these helmets actually, they feel like they kind of cradle your head a little bit better than some other helmets out there. And Kask seems to do that with all their helmets. So, but great adjustment there with the cradle. Okay, so I mentioned before how great the ventilation is, and how actually that kind of contributes to one of the negatives of this helmet for me. And that is actually the front pad. There really is none. There's no front pad here. So, while this is great for ventilation and you can get a lot of airflow, you have airflow coming in here, tons of airflow through here. But the problem is, if you're sweating, which I don't know many people who do not sweat when you ride. If you do that, let me know your secret. So But this right here, it just sweat just pours down from your forehead and goes directly into your eyes, especially in the summertime. So usually about 20-30 minutes into a ride, my eyes have sweat all in them. They're stinging. I'm rubbing them, and that was a big negative for me with this helmet, was that, you know, it wouldn't divert the sweat, you know, off of my face or my brow. It just, the sweat would just basically come straight down right into my eyes. And like I said, huge negative there. It cannot keep you cool enough to keep your head from sweating, obviously. So now the next negative is actually just for me and other people who have like an oblong shaped head. This shape is definitely more round than the Protone. So it's definitely round instead of the oblong shape. That kind of surprised me, because I figured, you know, if it's, you know, like the Protone, it would basically fit the same, but it doesn't. You do, if you're used to the Protone and you go to this helmet, you'll feel more space on the sides. You'll feel probably a little more pressure on the front and the back. That's what happened with me. But if you know, obviously have more of a round shaped head, you may love this helmet. Now, I actually measured this helmet, the inside of it, compared to the Protone and also my Abus airbreaker that I've been riding. And really the measurements are not really much different. I'll throw them up on the screen here, but the measurements from side to side and front to back are not much different. What looks to be the difference is maybe a little spacing here and here and here and here. And you know, it just seems like this helmet has a lot of pressure at this point and this point if you're used to a more oblong shaped helmet. Yeah, so there's no MIPS lining. They basically have foregone that to just go with as much airflow as possible and to make it as light as possible. Okay, my conclusions of the helmet is that I would not buy it. Okay, so the reason why is because obviously it does not fit my head right. And if you're going to buy a helmet, you want it to fit your head right. But if you have a more rounded shaped head, you will love this helmet. And I would recommend this helmet in that situation, you know, because the ventilation is great, the weight is great, and it really works well. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below, like it, and share it with any of your friends, and we'll see you in the next video.